Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see an important cognitive process from the psychology subject, that is the perception. So in our day-to-day life, we are getting so many stimulus from the environment, maybe visual stimuli, auditory stimuli, like that so many stimulus we are getting. So how we are seeing or how we are hearing or how we are feeling the touch, all these things. So there is a lot of process happening. So these process of interpretation of sensory stimuli we can term as a perception. So for this, first we need an attention. So many stimulus we are getting, so we will select it. That is called the attention, and it will received by the certain sensory organs, maybe eye, ear, nose, what are the sensory organs will receive this stimuli. So that we can say it is a sensation. From there, that sensory stimuli will reach to our brain, and the brain will be saying that, okay, you are seeing something, you are hearing something, or you are feeling the touch or cold or temperature. So that process we can term as a perception. Okay. Then we will move to the definition of perception. Perception is nothing but which is the interpretation of sensory stimuli, present sensory stimuli with our past experience. That is termed as a perception. That means, so we are getting so many stimuli. Suppose now we are hearing my voice. So that voice will be reached to your ear, and from there it will goes to your brain, and there is a auditory center. That auditory center of your brain will be saying that, okay, you are hearing that particular psychology teacher's voice, and he is explaining regarding the perception. So that process we can term as a perception. And now we will move to the what are the various principles of perception. And while come to these principles of perception, and there are so many psychologists termed as a group of psychologists, that group the Gestalt psychologists we can say, they have given certain principles of this perception. So we will see one by one what are the various principles. So here I wanted to show certain pictures regarding this principle also. So come to the first one, which is termed as a figure and ground principle, or figure and ground principle of perception we can say. So while coming to this principle, we can say that any object or any picture which is seen or which is perceived against a background. So now you can look at this picture. If you come to this picture, you can see that if you are considering as a black background, you can see that there is a cup or like a trophy you can see. Imagine if you are considering the white as a background, we can see there are two faces, okay, two human faces we can see. So this is termed as a figure and ground relationship, and this is a famous picture which is known as the Robin vase also. So that comes the figure and ground. So come to the next principle. The next principle is like we can say it is a proximity. Proximity is nothing but the nearness. The proximity meaning is nearness. So near object we are termed as a single unit. So if you see this picture, there are 6 lines are there, but our brain's tendency is to perceive as a 3 pairs of line. We will perceive this as a 3 pairs of line. Instead, we won't say that there are 6 line which is given parallelly, all these things we won't say. We will just say that this is a 3 pairs of line. Come to the next one, it is called as a similarity. So here the similar object we are termed as a single unit. You can see here there are a column of, there are 2 columns of triangle and 1 column of circle. So here we won't perceive that there is a horizontal line which consists of triangle or circle, we won't say. We will be just saying that there are 2 columns, vertical column of triangle and 1 column of circle. So this is the similarity we can say, principle of similarity. Come to the next one, it is a principle of continuity. So what is the principle of continuity? It is nothing but the continuous object we will be considering as a single unit. So in this picture if you see, we will be saying that it is a wave is passing. We won't say that there is a straight line, there is a 3 semicircle which is seen above and which is lower, we won't say. We will be saying just that it is a wave like picture. So come to the next one, it is the principle of closure. You can see that 2 picture. There we will be saying it is a circle and it is a square. We won't say that there are, even though there are gaps, but still we will be saying that it is a circle and which is a square. So these are the various principles of perception we can say. So that are the principles of figure of ground, principle of proximity, principle of similarity, principle of continuity, and principle of closure. So these are the various principles. Now we'll move to the extrasensory perception. So the extrasensory perception is nothing but the perception other than our sense organ. In normal in common people, they will call it as a sixth sense, or we can say that it is a paranormal activities. And there is another concept which is called as a errors of perception or abnormalities of perception. There are two errors, illusion and hallucination. In the illusion, it is the perception with an external stimuli. We will be perceiving it as a wrong or false perception with the presence of stimuli. And the last one is hallucination. It is nothing but imaginary perception. We may be hearing someone's voice, but actually nothing will be happening, and that termed as a hallucination. So hope you are all understood regarding the perception. So thank you for watching this video.